Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. We're up and running then. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Not the most convincing of passes. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gay, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent...
Could be danger here! Timber. Both sides exercising caution for now.
There they go, hunting again.
Van de Ven. Simons. Big chance, corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's the keeper's ball. England have the chance to go the other way.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Weghorst! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Matson. Alex Simons. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lovely feet. Looking for the far post. Alexander-Arnold gets it away. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Matson making good progress. Palmer. Kane. And he was quick to react. Van de Ven. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Rice. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Robe. Oh, he's having a go!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Shooten. Now it's Weghorst. Simons. Oh, that's a fine interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Dumfries. Passing nice and neat. And he's decided to go for it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Simons. Pope deals with that, nice and simple.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dumfries cuts it out. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Denzel Dumfries. An instinctive delivery. Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. The Netherlands have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And
tries a shot! Sensational from Kane! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bowen. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's definitely onside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kluivert. Colwell gets across and deals with it. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the ball's gone astray. Succumbs to the pressure. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, England! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
England, chance for a shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Substitution for England, number 23, Lewis Kelly. Coming on to replace
The
him
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. The Netherlands drag themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Palmer, well seen, saw that coming. England perhaps contemplating their next change here. Alexander-Arnold proves too strong. And he is going into that little black book. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good read. Played out wide. Dumfries.
Oh, really well played.
Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's in a great chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Substitution for England, number
This is their
24,
second corner of the game.
Palmer. Coming on the field is number 10, Bellingham.
And they've got rid. What a throw in. And he lines up a cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Looking for options for movement. Cross needs to be good. Tries to get it clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
He's had it taken off him, and he has been fouled there.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Substitution for England, number 20, Owens. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Phil Foden.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back.
Foden! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
The Netherlands nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
5 minutes added time.
Verhorst. And he is deftly... He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. We are into overtime. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Van der Ven has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Reinders. Gravenberg. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bellingham, he has found the way through. Bellingham with an impressive jump. And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Kane taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is a lost
And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Luca! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Luca Bacchio definitely took on the run with considerable swagger until he shot.
And here's Lukaku. It's Lukaku! Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Tielemans. Meunier. That's very neat. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Lukaku, looking to play him in. Ruben Neves. He's found a way past. Tries one from range. It's loose now, and oh, he's been caught on it here. He whips it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Drives it in. He wasn't that far away.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Lukaku is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Portugal still without a single shot on target. Now it's Lukaku. Luca Bacchio. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to... Decent chance!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Teat.
Belgium really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, crossbar! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Quality ball. That is a brilliant interception. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Tielemans. Luca Bacchio. An instinctive delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Into the channel. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Palinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the shot! Goal! Belgium! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's a look and place it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne. Lukabakio. And that pass just didn't quite work. Ruben Neves. Promising position. Bernardo Silva. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Portugal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Caros espectadores, vamos desejar os parabéns a todos os sócios e adeptos do clube que festejam hoje mais um aniversário do seu casamento. Parabéns a todos.
Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Portugal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rafael Leao. Tielemans. Lukabakio is wide and looking to get onto this. Good pressure, determined, intense. Rafael Leao. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Cancelo stood up well to him there. Portugal still this single goal behind. Aimed at the far side.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Calpa. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Pedro Neto. Now there's a fine ball. Plays it up, getting up there! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
There's the shot! Gonçalo Inácio. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rafael Leao. And this is Ronaldo. Brilliantly cut out. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Lukaku. Ruben Neves. Here's Rafael Leao. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Onana. And here's Lukaku. Picked out brilliantly. Pedro Neto. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 6. Número 21.
Driven forward. And he was quick to react.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 8. Número 24.
And here's Openda. Salamanca's.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Big chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Threads one in. It's come to nothing. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Ronaldo. João Neves. Now what about this cross? Castagna gets it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be a throw-in. Pedro Neto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafael Leao is onto it in a flash. And here's Rafael Leao. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Trossard clears. The end. Time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he spark a counter here? Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a player who's learning the game for me, Peter. He produces moments of magic, but he also produces...
Kulusevski! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Okafor. Okafor! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
Lindelof promptly onto that, and that is that. Kajuste. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. This is a promising build-up. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Isak.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gyökeres is herring after that one. Gyökeres. Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. Sweden currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Okafor. Embolo. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Embolo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Gets his head on it! But he's left disappointed.
Embolo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Elanga. Kajuste finds himself offside. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Kulusevski. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Isak receives it in a good position here. Now here's the delivery. He's rising! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Sweden are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Okafor. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Alvedi. Now it's Okafor. He's having a hit! Superb from Okafor! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Switzerland cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Kulusevski, oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Elanga has it in a wide position. They get a throw in. That's put paid to the danger. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Sweden are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Garcia. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kajuste. And it's Kulusevski. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Hangs one in. And they're quick to get it back. Okafor, given the lift of his goal.
Kulusevski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Garcia. Towering header! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Substitution for Sweden, number 11, number 21, Kulusevski. Coming on the field, number 25, number 18.
A crossfield, changing the point of attack. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. That's a little off target. Oh, good spread. That's good running with the ball. He's going for goal! Great effort, but no way through. Oh, good effort! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's heaved it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Isak. Sweden are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a rise. Garcia. And here's Embolo. Threads one in. He's having a pop! Goal! Switzerland! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 9.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution for Sweden, number 14, number 20.
So changes afoot here,
3,
and from both sides.
Lindelof.
Switzerland leading now.
Number 7,
Yeah, I always felt this was
number
coming. There was a
22,
clear increase in
number
both
6,
intensity and tempo.
Augustinson.
Now all they need is to
Substitutions taking
try and
place.
maintain it. Sweden really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.